Hey, I just like to start off by saying I apologize for this week's extreme delay in the weekly video blog. Um, I have an explanation for everything. Um, first and all, first of all, uh, not this past Friday, uh, but the previous Friday until this past Monday, I had relatives over. My sister graduated from high school, so there's a whole graduation thing, and that with relatives being at my house and work and focusing on getting through the other PSN title that I had downloaded a couple weeks ago really ate away that weekend time. Um, And then this past week, if you're a big gaming enthusiast, was E3. Unfortunately, no, I didn't go to it. I wish I could have. I wish that if I could find a way to go there, I would have definitely bought tickets. Um, but anyways, and then that kind of ate up time because I tried to keep up to date on all the coverage that G4 did on E3 this year, and any kind of news releases that were online and things like that. Um, so one of the reasons this week's video blog was so late, and in fact it's actually Monday morning, it's like 3 in the morning. That's one of the reasons it was so late. I was trying to get this out by Saturday at the very latest, to kind of keep up with the single calendar week thing. Just wasn't possible. So, like I said, E3 was one of the main reasons. I wanted to see everything and go over all the news releases and new things that were coming out, so that I didn't do something, talk about something that dealt with E3, and for some odd reason found out something else happened, and then be a week late sharing my thoughts on it. It just seemed like it wasn't relevant. If it was to get to that point. But anyways, in addition to that, when I did find time, I finally finished that other PSN title that I had mentioned I was going to be reviewing. So that was another reason for the late delay. I really wanted to get that game finished so that I could have it ready to review it and present with this week's video blog. And then, about by the middle of the week, I got sick. I don't know if it's audibly visible, listenable. That's not even a word. I don't know if you can tell. I'm kind of congested, and it's kind of hard to breathe. And really, that took up a lot of time. I needed my sleep, and typically, I would have loved to have done these videos late in the morning, like I'm doing now. I had no energy. I was drained. But all excuses aside, I'm getting down to it now. One of the reasons I'm willing to let this be so delayed is because I have a multitude of content and updates to be throwing at you guys this week. Let's see. I'm going to be doing a retrospective segment on E3 2009. That's going to be separate from this. I'm going to go into more in depth of what I saw, what I heard about, what I read, and kind of give you my thoughts and judgments on the things that were presented to gamers and everyone alike this week. Also, on Tuesday, so just this past Tuesday, actually I have it right here, Advent Children Complete came out on Blu-ray. So, without a doubt, I picked that up. Let's see, I also picked up the Bleach movie, the first one, and for my girlfriend, because she wanted to watch it, and I promised her I'd buy it for her, the whole first season of School Rumble. So that, in addition to everything else I mentioned, took up a lot of my time this week, and, surprisingly, School Rumble is a good anime, kind of out there, random, but fun to watch. That's not, that I didn't want to make that a point, but moving on. like I said, Advent Children Complete came out on Blu-ray, came out on Tuesday. I picked it up, I've seen it, I've gone through the extras, and I'm going to be reviewing it. In fact, it's going to be my first movie review that I've ever done, so that's something to look forward to. I know that this video blog's going on for quite a while, and it's one of the longest weekly ones that I've had for a while, probably since the beginning. There's only 2 more things I really wanted to cover. I'm going to be doing the review of that other PSN title. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's Spyro the Dragon. It's the first Spyro game. If you hadn't guessed it, I mean, I downloaded the second one. Why not play the first? So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that. I'm going to go over Advent Children Complete versus the other Advent Children edition, Special Edition, and Collector's Edition. I own all 3 actually, so I'll be able to really talk about the fine details. Retrospective E3 is coming, and finally, as to be expected, with little time this week, I didn't work on 7. I would have liked to, but my focuses were elsewhere. But with that being said, I don't know if you've heard, but this little game I like to call Final Fantasy VII was finally released on the PlayStation Store the same day that Advent Children Complete came out. I don't remember if I had mentioned it before, but I kind of predicted, since the Japanese got their hands on 7 about a week before ACC came out, I figured we'd have the same kind of thing going on. I didn't even know it had transpired until a friend of mine told me it's on there because he found it. I'm like, holy crap. It was on there, and for $9.99, it's a steal. I'm so glad I got it. My physical copy of the game can now take its place with the rest of my Final Fantasy collection, and just no more wear and tear, even though it runs fine and it's got no scratches virtually. I'm running on quite a lot. I'm rambling a lot. It's early in the morning. It's expected. There was one more thing I wanted to mention as for the reasons why updates have been extremely slow. So for the first time since I've ever done these weekly blogs, I would like you to come with me for a second. Today I spent a couple hours working on my room that I'm in. I'm actually, if you can see this, working on building in custom bookshelves to kind of throw books up there built into my wall, and basically that's what I did today and what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So if updates are slow, obviously that's the reason why, partially, but as soon as everything's done, I would love to show you guys the finished work. So basically that's where I stand. I've got a lot to talk about. I've got a lot of updates to work on and throw out there for you guys. I gotta say, this is the longest weekly video blog I have ever done. I'm all over the place, so if you stuck with me until now, kudos to you. Thank you for watching. I promise to get updates in. I'm really adamant about getting this done. And one last thing, I know I keep saying this. If I get to my goal to finish my walkthrough in Final Fantasy VII, now that it's on the PlayStation 3, my PlayStation 3, I'm thinking about picking up Assassin's Creed. Reasons for why I'll talk about in my retrospective segment, but that might tide me over as soon as I'm done with the walkthrough for something new to do. So until then, this week's weekly blog will probably be in a couple days, and between now and then, some updates like I had mentioned I have coming up, and that will be to whet your appetite and hold you guys over. I will see you guys here soon. From me to you, later.